All 5 songs, you gotta know them when I tell you to call. It's the D5 at 9 on 955. Number 3 now, it's Flo Rida and Good Feeling. I went to Syracuse University in upstate New York, and like a lot of kids there, I wanted to be a sportscaster. And I found sportscasting to be very cutthroat, very competitive, and it took the fun out of sports for me. Meanwhile, I worked at another station that was doing the top 40 thing. And I was actually in charge of all the DJs in the top 40 station before I was even made it on the air on the sports station. And I sort of fell in love with it while I was in college. It's very difficult to get a job, especially in this economy and especially in this business. I was out of college for 2 years before I got my first full-time radio job. Got it in Burlington, Vermont, which is market number 140 in terms of size. Worked at one station there for 2.5 years, got let go for budget cuts. Called my competition, said, hey, they let me go. You have any room for me? Went in there, did some part-time, some fill-in work for a couple of months. The night guy at the top 40 station there gave his notice. I was waiting in the wings. And I did nights at 95 XXX, WXXX in Burlington, Vermont for about 4 years. You know, sending out tapes, trying to get hired in a bigger market where you can make more money and have more of an opportunity. And finally got a call back from here in the springtime. Came out, interviewed in May. Started Monday, June 13th was my first night on the air here in Market 11, so it was quite a big jump. The best analogy I ever heard about putting together a radio show is it's like being a race car driver. You do all your work in the pit, so when the race starts, all you've got to do is drive the car. That's basically the best analogy that I've heard.
Is this 955?
Yes.
955.
Oh my god, I would love Shakira. If I could hook up with any celebrity, it would be Shakira.
Her hips don't lie. Thanks, man. I could talk all day and all about it. This is what I really, really enjoy doing. So, I get to come in, if somebody's having a bad day, they just broke up with their boyfriend, they just lost their job, I might say something stupid on the radio and make them laugh. And I've affected their life in some small way. And that's a really powerful thing. Once in a great while, you'll have somebody call and say, hey, listen, you know, I went through a tough time, but I laughed listening to your show. Thanks for that laugh. I really needed it. And that's really powerful stuff. That's sort of validation for this is what I enjoy doing. And like I said, I don't feel like I'm working. I'm coming in, I'm playing music, I'm talking to people. You know, there's a lot to it in terms of the science of it and making sure everything runs tight and runs correctly. But at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, you're in the wrong business. I'm Jag, and I am Channel 955.